The Carnot engine is a theoretical model that defines the absolute maximum efficiency any heat engine operating between two temperatures can ever achieve. Every heat engine absorbs heat energy from a hot source, converts part of it into useful mechanical work, and dumps the remainder into a cold sink. Not all heat converts to work. A portion always escapes to the cold side. This is not a design flaw. It is demanded by the second law of thermodynamics. The Carnot engine operates between two reservoirs, a hot one at absolute temperature TH and a cold one at TC. The working substance is a gas sealed inside a cylinder with a movable piston. This gas will undergo four distinct thermodynamic processes. Isothermal expansion. Heat flows in from the hot reservoir. The gas expands and pushes the piston outward. Temperature remains constant throughout. During isothermal expansion, because internal energy stays constant, every joule of heat absorbed from the hot reservoir goes entirely into work output. Step 2. The cylinder is now insulated. Zero heat exchange. The gas continues expanding on its internal energy. As the gas expands with no heat input, its internal energy decreases, and temperature drops steadily from TH all the way down to TC. The gas has expanded fully and reached TC. Now the cycle must reverse. The piston compresses the gas back. Step 3. The cold reservoir connects. The piston compresses the gas and heat flows out into the cold reservoir at constant temperature. The heat leaving the system, QC, is less than the heat that entered. That difference is the net work the engine has performed over one cycle. Isothermal compression is complete. The gas has been partially compressed at constant temperature TC, with QC heat expelled. Step 4. Both conduits are sealed. The piston continues compressing the gas with zero heat exchange. This time, temperature rises. As the gas is compressed with no heat input, all the work done on it converts into internal energy, driving the temperature back up to TH. The gas has returned to its exact original state. 4 steps, 2 isothermal, 2 adiabatic. The system is ready to repeat. 2 expansions that do work, 1 absorbing heat, 1 adiabatic. 2 compressions that cost work, 1 releasing heat, 1 adiabatic. On a pressure-volume diagram, the Carnot cycle forms a closed loop. The area enclosed inside that loop is equal to the net work output per cycle. No real engine ever achieves Carnot efficiency. Real engines always perform below the theoretical maximum. Friction, heat leakage, and turbulence. These irreversible processes destroy efficiency in every real engine. In practice, steam turbines reach around 45%, car engines around 25%, jet engines near 50%. Entropy is a measure of disorder in a system. When heat Q transfers at temperature T, entropy changes by Q divided by T. Entropy gained during isothermal expansion is exactly cancelled by entropy lost during isothermal compression. Net entropy change is 0. Run the Carnot cycle in reverse. Input work to pump heat from cold to hot. This is the operating principle of every refrigerator and heat pump. Published in 1824, Carnot's work laid the foundation for the second law of thermodynamics and the concept of entropy. Example, a steam turbine operating between 800 Kelvin and 300 Kelvin gives a theoretical maximum of 62.5%. As the cold reservoir temperature drops toward absolute zero, Carnot efficiency approaches 100%. The third law of thermodynamics states, no system can be cooled to absolute zero in a finite number of steps. For a reverse Carnot, a refrigerator, we use the coefficient of performance. Unlike engine efficiency, COP can exceed 1. A refrigerator operating between 275 and 300 Kelvin, a 25-degree gap, has a maximum COP of 11. Common misconception: the Carnot engine is not something you build. It cannot exist physically. No amount of engineering advancement can exceed the Carnot limit. It is not a technical barrier. 4 equations define the complete Carnot framework: efficiency, coefficient of performance, network output, and entropy change. These are the governing laws of thermodynamic cycles. The Carnot engine set the absolute boundary of what thermodynamics permits, not a machine,